Welcome to We Don't Know Sports, where we don't know sports, but we know more than you. My name is Liam,
I'm McCoy.
and today we will be talking about the college football playoff brackets for 2025. They have officially been announced today. If you did not see our last video we went over predictions, who we thought were going to make it, and we sure are surprised on some of these spots. We were mostly right for the most
For the
part,
most part. Yeah.
but
We got the we got the easy ones right.
yeah, the top four were easy. 12 and 11 to be expected. Alabama at 9. Um, kind
The
of.
committee's pretty much saying if you lose the SEC championship, it does not matter. You can lose by 21 points and they don't care. You get to stay in it and you don't even drop a spot. So
True.
I can't believe the Ole Miss stayed at 6, but I guess they didn't play a game, so I mean you can't really fault them that much.
Yep.
So I don't mind Ole Miss and A&M staying.
Yeah.
But the big one is Miami jumping Notre Dame with neither one of them playing a game. What do you think about that?
I think that's baffling, considering when they did play each other. Who won that game?
Miami did by 3, but they were ranked 2 spots ahead of them earlier. I guess earlier this week,
Yeah.
and then BYU loses. They get them back to back, and then the committee says, "Screw you, Notre Dame. You don't get to make the playoffs."
Deuces.
And did you see what Notre Dame did?
No, I didn't know that.
They wrote a letter saying they are refusing to play any bowl games now.
Oh, really?
Really?
Their
There
petition.
is no bowl games going to be played by Notre Dame,
Wow.
and I could care less. Go get a conference. I'm sorry. If you're playing 2-10 Purdue, you're playing Louisville, you're playing terrible teams. The 2 good teams you played, you lost to. Go join a conference and actually win some games. I
Yeah.
don't feel bad for Notre Dame at all.
Well, hey, they ain't in it. Miami's in it.
Uh-huh. And then
I.
that'll put the first round matchup as James Madison and Oregon. What are we thinking the spread is for that game?
Well, it's
Over
currently
under
at 20 and
45.
a half. So.
Oh, only 20. Really? I'm taking the over. I'm taking
How
Oregon.
about how about we predict a score here? I'm thinking 57-3. What do you think? Do you think
I think they at
James
least put up
Madison
10.
puts up a better fight than 3 points?
Yeah, I think they put a touchdown up.
I don't think
Um,
so. I really
I,
don't.
I'm gonna. I think it's gonna be 45-10,
Yeah.
35-point spread.
However, I do think Tulane, Ole Miss, considering what has happened to Ole Miss, I think that could be a good game.
Uh, I don't. I think I disagree. Ole Miss and Tulane actually have already played this season.
Yeah.
So,
But hey, that was a whole different story. That was a whole different game. Times have changed. Coaching staffs have changed. The player
I
environment has changed.
I think they could go put me at safety out there and still beat them by 20.
Hmm,
I'm not gonna
interesting.
lie. Tulane's just. I mean, what were they ranked 20, and then James Madison was ranked 24. Like it's so stupid that these teams are getting in
They
over
get their auto
BYU,
bids
over
though.
Texas, over Notre Dame, over Vanderbilt. Like
Yeah.
they, if you watch the live thing, Saban was talking about how it's kind of ridiculous that teams like that are going to get in, with teams like Notre Dame not getting in.
And can we take
Um,
into consideration, talking about Alabama real quick? They lose in a blowout to
Blowout.
Georgia. Don't move at all. They
Not
stay at 9.
even
And then
close.
BYU gets pushed out, moves down after
Well
their
deserved.
loss.
Well deserved. They got blown out twice by Texas Tech, and then their coach had the audacity to say, "Well, they're the best team in the country." That's the only good team you've played, dude.
Yeah.
You're in the Big 12. No other team is good. Um,
But I do
I think
find it
Texas Tech is more real
interesting.
though.
I do find it interesting that, Alabama doesn't get moved, but, BYU does. There's a
And
little
Notre Dame.
biasy
Notre
there.
Dame was supposed to be in.
They
Um,
ain't.
if I'm A&M, I am so excited. I am
Yep.
jumping for joy.
Going against Miami.
Uh, I don't think Miami's. I also don't think Miami's very good. Carson Beck kind of showed last year that he's not that guy, and he's
Yeah.
on a worse team with a worse defense. And now he's going to play A&M, who is 11-1, and their only loss was to a Texas team that was red hot.
Yeah.
I you want to do a little prediction? Want to predict it?
Predict the
First
Miami
round?
game?
No, first round.
Oh, just
Whatever.
first each game. We want
Do
to.
it?
You want to predict every game?
No, just the first round. Like just the.
Well, yeah, just the
not
first round. I mean, Oregon,
Yep.
obviously. Oregon,
by 50.
yeah. I mean, you just said 45-10, so.
Yeah. So 35, I guess. Do we think that Oregon pulls their starters at halftime?
Well, if they're,
That could
you
be why
know,
the spread's so low.
if they're up by 28, if they're up by 4 touchdowns going into the second half, I mean, come on now. You're playing Texas Tech next week.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk injury, so I mean, obviously, but
Yeah.
but hey,
All right, so we're putting Oregon to go play Texas Tech in the quarterfinals.
Oregon, Texas Tech. That will be
like
a good game. The next up, we
The
got
Friday night game.
Alabama, Oklahoma.
Going to Gaylord. Going to Norman.
Yeah.
OU
Currently,
beats Alabama earlier in this season.
say that again.
Alabama loses to OU earlier this season. Can they do it twice?
I think so. Really, you gotta. I think the main factor in this game is Oklahoma defense.
I actually disagree. I think it's Oklahoma's offense.
Well, yeah, that will be a big factor because they have to show up. They can't score 10 points or they can't score 13 points, to win a game, especially against Alabama. Even though you have an amazing defense and even though you know that you're capable of holding it, a top team like this to a low score, like you got to be able to put up more than 20 points. Like you have to be able to.
The thing for Alabama is, does their starting running back come back? And if not, are they going to be able to get positive rushing yards against that Oklahoma defensive line?
Yeah.
They're mainly a throwing team. Ryan Williams has looked so off this year. I can't imagine being washed at 18 years old. He should have just stayed 17 at this point. But I can't believe he was getting compared to Jeremiah Smith, who it's crazy. I don't even think he's the best receiver on his team. I think Bernard is. But
Yeah. What are we thinking prediction-wise, score-wise? I'm thinking 24-21 Oklahoma.
Ooh. I don't think it's that high of a scoring game. I think it's.
You think it's going to be a lower scoring game?
Yeah, I think it's. I'm going to take Oklahoma just because I'm a Sooners fan. And that's a home game. We did go to Alabama and beat them at Alabama. It's going to be tough, though. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. What do they get? Is it on the 19th, right? So they get next week off to prepare for it?
Yep. They got a full week, week and a half.
You said 24-21?
I said 24-21 Oklahoma. I think it's going to be a close game, and I don't think 24-21 is a high-scoring game. I think for Oklahoma, that's a high-scoring game.
Yeah, that's a high-scoring game for Oklahoma.
But I think Oklahoma. I think Mateer, don't get me wrong, he's been struggling. I think he's capable of 24 points though. Like he's more than capable of 24 points. And they got a week and a half to figure it out. So
True. I'm gonna take Oklahoma. I'm gonna take it 18-15 Oklahoma.
Okay.
I think that we have the best kicker in college football. Kind of what happened in all of our close games. We kind of just had a better kickers.
Yeah.
That's how we score points. So.
Well, winner of that game has to face Indiana.
Indiana, and call me crazy, but I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like OU side of the bracket compared to. I'm so glad we're not playing in Ohio State or Georgia.
So if Oklahoma wins and has to face Indiana, after Indiana, let's say they do beat Indiana, they are facing either Texas Tech or Oregon. We are not considering James Madison. Come on now, they're not making it.
If they beat Indiana, they're making the college football finals, the championship.
Yeah.
And they play Georgia or Ohio State. But
yeah, I
They
can
gotta
see
get
it being
past
Georgia,
Alabama
to be
first.
honest. I think Georgia
Georgia's
makes it
looking
out on that side.
insane. They're looking disgusting.
But next up in the first round, we got Tulane and Ole Miss. What are we
It's going
thinking?
to be another good one.
You think it's going to be a good one?
Yeah, I think that the starters get set at halftime too. So
I don't think so.
Ole Miss, 55 to. Let's give them 6. 55-6. I bet they get 2.
55-6. Wow.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Ole Miss. I'm gonna say Ole Miss 31-21. I think it's gonna be a closer game.
Whoa!
I think it's gonna be a much closer game than we expect. I think Ole Miss. I think they're gonna have a problem.
Whoa!
I think they're gonna run into some issues. 31-21. Call me crazy.
Whoa. Okay.
You got to take into consideration all the changes that, and don't get me wrong, they still got the same players. Like, they still have an incredible season. However, the coaching staff, that player environment after everything that has taken place in Ole Miss, you have to take that into consideration. And are they still going to come out and perform the same? We shall see.
No, if it was another team besides Tulane, if we're talking like Notre Dame or Miami, yeah, but I mean, or even Virginia maybe. But I mean, they did lose to Duke, so I don't really have anything to say about them either.
Yeah.
Tulane, a 10-point game with Ole Miss. That would actually be kind of crazy.
That would be a great game to watch.
The 10-point game is close. Like, we think it's like a great game.
Oh, that would be a great game. If Tulane put up 21 points against Ole Miss.
If Tulane puts up 21 against Ole Miss, Georgia's about to dog walk them.
Yeah. Because the winner of that game has to face Georgia.
Wow.
Which is going to be a brutal. That will be a massacre. I think no matter who makes it there, which it's likely going to be Ole Miss, I think that will be a massacre game.
I think we got to see what Ole Miss is made of before we. I think if Ole Miss comes out and they really just like shut them out, like they just show Tulane who's daddy. I don't really think that it's. I think they could. They think they could hang with Georgia. Honestly.
But that's the reason why I'm trying to give Tulane a little bit more. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to give them a bit more.
I think that we forget that Ole Miss is 11-1, and they've kind of dominated.
Yeah.
Their offense has been absolutely amazing. They still have that quarterback who was a backup, and now like DeChambelis, he is insane. I think, honestly, just put him at the head coach. He knows the plays at this point. Yeah.
But next up, for our last game of the first round, we will have Miami, Texas A&M.
And A&M gets the first round win. I think it's a 20-point game.
20-point game? Okay, what are you thinking score like? What's your prediction?
I'm thinking 32-10.
Wow.
And I think Carson Beck has 2 picks. I think he has more interceptions than touchdowns.
Okay.
I just don't think Miami's very good.
Yeah.
I mean, you lose to Louisville.
Brutal loss. Kind of shaped their season.
You haven't really played anyone good besides, I guess you played Notre Dame in this early.
And they made it in over Notre Dame.
They did because of the head-to-head. But I just also don't have any faith in Carson Beck. Like, if you can't get it done with that Georgia team that he had, you're not getting it done with Miami. Yeah. Especially against A&M, who I think A&M had the worst luck in this because they went from being potentially a first-round bye to losing the Texas game to now having to play Ohio State round 2. Yeah. That is brutal. Brutal.
Very.
Instead of getting an Oregon or even if they were 3 and Ole Miss, now you're getting Ohio State, the defending champs, even though they just lost.
On a brutal field goal.
I still think they're the best team in the country, even though they lost.
Interesting.
They have that Bo Jackson and the freshman running back. He is a stud. They have Carnell Tate. They have Jeremiah Smith, and then Sayan. They just have so much talent. And then don't even get me started on their defense. Their defense could probably not shut out. They could probably hang with a bad NFL team.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the most respectful way possible.
That would be a great matchup. See them play the Titans.
The Titans actually won today. Speaking of that, let's go over some NFL games.
NFL games going on today.
Look at it.
Titans did end up winning. They beat the Browns 31-29.
Can we start with the Thursday night game?
We could start with that.
Obliterated by Detroit.
Brutal.
The Cowboys are in kind of. I mean, they were both in like a must-win game.
Cowboys aren't making the playoffs.
Cowboys
ain't making the playoffs now. After that
Cowboys
loss,
have to win out.
And even then,
and they gotta hope that the Eagles lose.
Yep. Which honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Titans lose to the Titans beat the Browns with Shadur Sanders having a great first half. 180 yards in the first half is very good. I mean, Titans defense is not known for being super skilled. What did he finish with?
364
yards. He is back in Colorado, everyone. Wow.
Leading his team in rushing yards as well. I guess they just never could touch the ground.
And then Tony Pollard with 161 rushing yards against. Wow.
How do we feel about Cam Ward?
I have never been a Cam Ward fan.
Neither have I.
I didn't think he was that good at Miami. When he went number one, I didn't think it was the right choice.
I still think he has a lot of potential. Unfortunately, it gets held back being on a Tennessee Titans team. But they did just beat the Browns. So even after Sanders putting up 364 yards.
Wow.
What a game.
Tony Pollard had a great game, though. Then we have the Seahawks obliterating the Falcons. What happened to the Falcons? They looked solid in the beginning. Kirk Cousins is now there. What happened to Michael Penix? Bijan, they have the best running back in football. Like, what is going on?
He ran for 86 yards on 20 carries. Couldn't get a single touchdown.
Can we talk about Kyle Pitts for fantasy, though? 6 receptions for 90 yards as a tight end. And then we have JSN right there with 7 receptions, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He has been absolutely insane for fantasy. Sam Darnold, 249 yards. He's one of those guys, he doesn't make mistakes. Like, he's going to go out there and he's going to just do his job.
Didn't he play? Yeah, he played on the Vikings. And now look at... Actually, I think the Vikings won today, didn't they?
I think they won today, too.
Yeah, they beat... on a shutout. Let's talk about that game real quick. J.J. McCarthy. 163 yards, 3 touchdowns. Huh?
Wow.
What
happened to
He has
Daniels? that? I mean, I know he got hurt, but what happened to this Washington team, who was 1 win away from playing in the NFL Super Bowl last year? What happened to them?
They have been struggling this season.
3-10. They were projected to just potentially win their division, and now
they fell off the face of the earth. Unfortunately, I think Jaden Daniels has been injured for most of the season, has he not?
He's been dealing with an injury. He missed a few games, but he just hasn't played very good this year, which could be because of the injury, but
right.
I don't know. They lost Austin Eckler earlier in the season, but I mean, he wasn't insane anyway. They traded Brian Robinson.
Commandos they got to bounce
Colts
back.
And Jaguars. Wow. What a turn of events for the Colts. They started out so hot. What happened to them?
Another team that has just fallen off in this back half of the season. Brutal to see. Especially considering they were showing to be these Super Bowl favorites. But
Trevor Lawrence, I still am not the biggest fan of Trevor Lawrence. I thought he was I thought he was really good in college, but he just hasn't really done anything in the NFL.
until this season,
Um,
he is
they're
he is now
9-4,
showing it.
but the games they're winning just don't make sense to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they're winning these games. Daniel Jones going down is tough.
That is not
he's
good,
been
especially on an
amazing this year.
Achilles injury.
Is it confirmed what happened to him?
Let's see. It just says he suffered an Achilles injury.
It didn't say he tore it.
Yeah, they haven't made any announcement on that yet.
He kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers did when he tore his, like the way he was like acting.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure wasn't he dealing with issues on his other leg?
He's been dealing with a little bit. I'm not totally sure.
Yeah.
But
brutal to see.
Anyway.
Colts are. It's not looking good for the Colts at all this season.
Are they even winning their division anymore? They were 7-2 at one point.
I don't think
Now they're
they.
8-5.
I don't think they are. Yeah, after that game,
They're in second place. Wow.
the Jaguars take the AFC South.
Wow.
Crazy.
Insane.
But next up,
And then we have the Bengals and the Bills. What a game. Joe Burrow throws the game-winning touchdown for the Bills. Wow. What do we think about the Bills? I don't know what to think about the Bills.
the Bills are confusing. They
They're very
are
confusing.
so confusing. They've been very inconsistent this year. But I will say, the one player that has been consistent for them, James Cook.
James Cook has had a great year, especially for fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
He started out super hot. Can we talk about the tight ends for a second, though? Dawson Knox with 6 receptions for 93 yards. Kincaid had a pretty good game, too.
Yeah.
They don't really have a wide receiver 1 anymore in Buffalo, so it's kind of just throw it to someone and hope something good happens. And then, on the other hand, you have 2 amazing receivers on Cincinnati. T. Higgins had a great game, but
You got to
they're
feel
getting
for.
suspended really quickly.
Yeah, you got to feel for this Bengals team. Because they really, man,
They can't stay healthy, and their defense
can't.
is atrocious.
it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
But
Especially
you
with
get Joe Burrow back. I just don't really know where you go from here when you're paying Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase that much money. You can't really build your team around anyone else.
Yeah.
Then we have the Saints beating the Buccaneers, getting their 3rd win of the season.
Not a good look for the
Evan
Buccaneers.
Neal, the rookie, 70 yards with a tutty.
Yep.
Chris Godwin, he's back in action. Bucky Irvin has an okay game. I feel so bad for Baker. They started out the season so good, and then he just gets hurt. And
Another
14 for
team.
30,
Another team that's just been
123
falling off.
yards. Against the Saints is just not a good look. What's next? Then we have the Steelers Ravens. The Steelers have been the most disappointing team. Derrick Henry finally has a good game though. My goodness, he's been awful. He's looked old this year.
You saying the Steelers have been a disappointing team or the Ravens?
The Ravens.
Yeah.
The Ravens, who also were 1 win away from making the Super Bowl last year. Now they're not even positive. I mean, I know they've been dealing with injury with Lamar being hurt, but even when he was playing, they weren't winning games.
Yeah. Well, whenever Lamar came back, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago? Like, I think this is their first game they've lost with him back.
Really? Okay.
So.
Can we talk about Aaron Rodgers scoring a rushing touchdown today?
Unbelievable.
The 40-year-old guy gets it done against.
What an
the
old
Ravens
man.
defense. What happened to them? They used to be one of those teams that's like, the Ravens defense was that guy. Like, what happened to their team?
Couldn't tell you.
Me neither.
I have no idea. Don't ask me.
We don't know sports.
We don't know squat here.
All right, next game.
Next game. We got the Dolphins.
Can
Dude!
we just take a moment and just A-chan how good he's been for fantasy? Let's just take a minute. Does that say Jalen Wright with 107 rushing yards?
Can we also take just, a few seconds to apologize to Tua? After everything that he was getting, all the hate that he was getting at the beginning of the season, which, by the way, was deserved. The dude had been leading the league in interceptions. I think he was averaging like 2 to 3 interceptions a game at the beginning of the season. What a turnaround that they have had. I think they were 0-7. I think they were on a 6-win streak, if I am not mistaken.
I mean, putting up 21 points in the first quarter that'll do it.
That will do it for you.
The Jets.
Yeah,
Jets
that's true.
I would just hate to be a Jets fan. Like, there's nothing positive going on.
Has there been anything positive for them in the last decade or two? It has been brutal. Brutal.
They lost their best defender. He got traded to Dallas. I guess they still have Garrett Wilson. Yeah. But, I mean, when you have no one to throw the ball to him, it's kind of hard. And then we have the games going on right now. The Broncos and the Raiders. Can we talk about how good the Broncos have been this year? Bo Nix and that defense have been insane.
It has been such a fun team to watch.
That defense is so fun to watch. And then Ashton Genty.
Yep.
I feel bad for everyone that took him first round in fantasy, but I don't know why you would take him in the first round when you know how bad that line is.
Yep.
That's all I got to say.
We'll see how the outcome of this game goes. But next up, we have the Rams and Cardinals.
Rams-Cardinals. If y'all didn't know, Liam's a Cardinals fan. They have a whole 3 wins so far. Jacoby Brissett.
Can I say really quickly? We could be 9-3 right now if we could just finish in the damn fourth quarter. How many games this season we have lost in the fourth quarter on one possession games? I am pretty sure it has been every single loss this season has been in the fourth quarter. It has been brutal to watch. It is terrible to watch.
But the Rams, though, can we just stop for a second and realize how good Matthew Stafford is at football?
He is a great QB.
Whenever they signed Devontae Adams, or whenever they got Devontae Adams, I didn't really think it would be that big of a deal, but he has made him look like he's back on Green Bay. Like, if you want a good fantasy receiver, just whatever team Matthew Stafford is on, go draft a receiver. It does not matter. They will produce. Like, he is so good and so smart, and the Rams are 9-3, and I think they're just a very good team.
Let's talk about just real quick the other side of this game. Back over to the Cardinals. What do you think? So we got Murray out for the rest of the season. He's not going to be touching the field at all. What do the Arizona Cardinals do with Jacoby Brissett and Kyler Murray? Kyler Murray getting paid. How much is Murray's contract? That dude is making bank over there.
You should know that. That's your
He is making bank. He is making a ton of money. And then we got Jacoby Brissett, which has baffled us. He has been performing so well for us as a backup QB, leaving us to question, who do we move forward with going into the next season? Do we move forward with Brissett? Do we move forward with Murray? Do we get rid of both of them and pray for a freaking QB in the draft? What do we do? I don't know.
If I'm the Cardinals, I don't really like this quarterback draft. So, I don't know who in this draft would be better than Kyler Murray, honestly. I don't know. Mendoza has been... He's changing my mind a lot. He made Ohio State's defense he didn't obliterate them, but he was making the plays when it needed to be done. The Cardinals just
We can move past the Cardinals now. We don't have to talk about that game.
And we
anymore.
have the Packers and the Bears. What a comeback season for Chicago. Where did they come from?
Out of nowhere.
Caleb Williams on a revenge tour. Wow. That's all I got to say. Romo Dunze, and then DJ Moore's kind of been a little slower this year, but I just don't understand how they're 9-3.
Couldn't tell you.
I didn't think they were going to be good.
With
but,
Caleb Williams, who has
he's
been shining. He's been playing great over at Chicago. So.
And we got the Packers, who probably have one of the best defenses in the league.
If not the best.
Jordan Love hasn't really been as good as he was when he first took over the starting position. He's kind of one of those dudes who just makes the right play, in my opinion.
System QB.
He doesn't really do a ton. They're 8-3-1. Josh Jacobs is a great running back. That defense is just smothering. I'm excited to see what Chicago does against them.
Yeah. Well, currently it's 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. We shall see how that.
Are they?
Game
this is a division game, is it not?
I believe so.
I believe so. They are playing for the division right now, actually.
Yep.
Wow. Winner of this game takes the division.
What a game.
Not for everything, but for now.
Yeah.
And then, God, look at that. The NFC North. That is a tough. I mean, hold on, wait. Let's go back up
No. Let's look at the NFC West real quick.
NFC West is so loaded.
Talk about a loaded division. Okay, what you wanted to talk about the Cowboys?
Let's go look at the NFC East. Let's just look at that. We have the Cowboys, who are still somehow only 2 games away from making the playoffs.
Oh man. You gotta feel for the Giants. You gotta feel for the Giants.
15% win percentage is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Let's look at this. Who do we play next? I think we play the Chargers, if I'm not. Oh, Vikings and then the Chargers. Okay, let's look. This schedule's actually not as bad as I was expecting.
I mean, you should only be concerned about the Chargers. Like,
I think we went out. We went out.
If you went out, you got a good chance.
We need the Eagles to lose 2 or 3.
Who do the Eagles have to play? So they're facing the Chargers tomorrow. The Raiders, that's an easy win. Commanders, easy win. Bills, that will be a great game. And then the Commanders,
we need Washington to take one of those games. If you remember last year, whenever the Eagles were on their hot streak, and then I think it was in December, the Giants ended up beating them.
I do remember that.
Or was that 2 years ago? The Giants beat them to let that was 2 years ago, to let Dallas be the 2 seed.
Yep.
That was crazy. I hope they do that again. Texans Chiefs. That is a big game too. Let's go look at that real quick. I think everything's a divisional game this week.
Pull up their standings real quick. Oh.
No,
I was in the right place.
Oh wait, never mind. No, it's not. The Chiefs are. Yeah, the Chiefs.
But this is a must-win for both teams because I believe both of these teams are in the hunt.
I don't think the Chiefs are gonna make it.
I hope they don't. Me personally.
It'd be nice to see a Super Bowl without Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
We haven't seen one without him since the Joe Burrow one, right?
Correct. But in my opinion, it would be nice to just see a playoffs without Patrick Mahomes. That's just me being a hater, though.
That would be very entertaining.
Yeah. But
does Josh Allen finally have a chance to make the Super Bowl without Patrick Mahomes there?
Who do they currently? So they have to face the Patriots. Which
Patriots, Steelers, Jags, and and then the Broncos. They're all the division leaders, so they're auto in.
If you want my opinion, I think the only team to be scared of is the Broncos. I think the Patriots are fake. They have the easiest schedule. They have been playing bum teams.
Yep.
But
look at the North,
I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they did beat the Bills. earlier this season
Wow.
on a close
Drake
game.
May about to win
But
MVP
they
championship.
will be playing again next week. Next week,
That is
Bills
a big game.
Patriots. This will be a huge, huge
That's a big
game. Very exciting to watch
That's a
that
big
game.
And then the Ravens still having a chance. They also play the Patriots.
Yep.
If the Ravens win out, they are most likely in. Can we just stop for a second and look at the Steelers being 7-6 and somehow winning their division?
I mean, look at their division.
You're
It's a
right.
losing division.
Aaron Rodgers about to win the division at 42 years old.
At 7-6.
Arthur Smith at the helm.
Yeah.
Um,
I still don't think you count out the Ravens. Again,
Ravens have lost 2 in a row.
however, they have Lamar back. They have been looking better than what they were looking like earlier this season. They still got a chance. I don't think you count them out.
I don't either.
Bengals, I mean, they're done. Browns.
And there's a
they're done.
lot of bad teams in the AFC this year.
Yeah, it's not looking too good.
Jaguars about to win the AFC South.
Jacksonville.
If you would have told me that in the beginning of the year, I would have said you were crazy.
But anywho, I think we sidetracked a
Sums
little
up.
bit. Did we talk about the Eagles-Chargers game on Monday?
Eagles Chargers.
This
We
will
need the
be a
Chargers
very
to win
big
this game. This is a big game for the Chargers. I don't.
As a
care what
Cowboys
they
fan,
think.
as a Cowboys
This needs
fan,
to- This needs to be their Super Bowl.
As
they
a-
need to win this game to give the Cowboys a chance.
yeah.
No, on a real note, this is kind of like a must-win game for the Eagles because their schedule gets really easy after this.
Yeah.
But if they lose this game and then they lose to the Bills, it opens the door for the Cowboys to make it.
Very true. Oh, looks like Cardinals just scored. Sorry.
That is very shocking.
But anywho, I think that sums up just about everything for today. Any other thoughts?
Our next video, we're going to be going over some basketball.
Yeah.
Step aside from football for a little bit. Talk about some basketball. Talk about the Mavs. Talk about the Mavs being on a 4-game win streak. Can we talk about that? And just
4-game win streak.
Yeah, the games against the Thunder don't count.
Yeah. Let's talk
we're
about the
on 4
Thunder.
games.
Let's talk about the Thunder win streak real quick.
We can talk about that in the next video.
We'll talk about that. We'll wait till tomorrow. But
All right, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Share on all platforms. And we'll see you later.
peace.